Hey, what is going on, guys? So I am not sure what's going on, but my camera is just lagging out and is not showing up on the screen. But I see that there are some people in the live stream. Welcome, welcome. And yes, we are trading off of feelings. Yes, that we are indeed always trading off of feelings, not what we see in the charts. No. No, but all jokes aside, I think we do see something. We were also, we wanted to be transparent, so we did feel something in our bones that at 9:30 exactly, Bitcoin was just going to start pumping into 61,000 and back into 62,000. I just feel it in my britches. So we're going to. I guess we're just gonna keep live streaming. I don't know what happened to the camera. So it's just gonna be a ghost Dano, ghost Dano here. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm not exactly sure why my camera is doing what it's doing, but we might try and still try and resync it. But for some reason, the thing is just like, it is not happening. Something is not happening with that thing. But looks like you guys are popping in. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, dinging the bell to be notified when I go live. And the reason why I think that Bitcoin is going to be going up here overnight, basically while everyone is sleeping here, is that it's going to be pumping into this bullish Freaky Friday, and we actually will get a pump up into this range probably before the weekend, and then we might get a little weekend retracement and then start trading back up above into the $66,000 range for Bitcoin. And why I think that is because we've been making these higher lows on the uptrend from this sideways motion. And so we got T-Mock, we got Crypto Naughty, and we got Stay Calm in the house. It says, hello, brother, great live. Can you check Brett? Yes, I can definitely check Brett. We are Brett holders, and we've talked about Brett on this channel. We actually mentioned Brett, months ago before it started to get on this crazy run. And so Brett, what we were thinking was we were going to have another kind of oscillating wave here going to the upside, and we kind of got stifled out, but we did start trading back up into a good range. And I think because we had this big wick to the upside here and got rejected right back down, I have a profit. My take profit is actually set right here. My take profit is set right at 11 cents to be able to scalp a little bit of some profits off of a long trade that I'm currently in right now. And but on the long term, though, we just think that Brett is an obvious choice for the base chain, and it being the mascot for the Coinbase wallet and also the Coinbase base chain in general. I think that it is one of the strongest traded memes in terms of market cap, in terms of the support that it's getting, the partnerships that it's getting with the Monaco speedboat race. They were just all over the place on that thing, a high money event. And then you have things like the football teams that are in on the Euro sector, sponsoring a lot of that. And also we saw PONKE coming in along with those sponsorships as well. A lot of crypto companies and projects are starting to realize that soccer, aka football, depending on where you're at. If you're an American, then you're saying soccer, but when I'm saying football, then there are major partnerships. And if you remember, crypto.com has actually been one of the key partners in solidifying a massive partnership with the UEA soccer administration, something like that. I'm terrible with any type of official football sports news or soccer news, but either way, you have to just know if you're trading on the trends, then this is what you have to pay attention to and know what companies are getting these massive partnerships, because there's a lot of money when it comes to stuff like that. People spend a lot of money when it comes to their sports teams and their sports events. And another thing we wanted to mention, if you want to use my link in the description of the channel, go and check out the crypto.com link in the description. It's all the way at the bottom. And We basically what this is a PONKE app campaign, and what you can do is claim PONKE rewards by trading PONKE, also depositing PONKE, and let me go through what you can do. Let's see here. If you see, yeah, you have to sign up, trade at least $50 worth of PONKE during the campaign period, and then net deposit challenge, also just depositing some PONKE. So if you are a PONKE fan, definitely take advantage of these campaign rewards. All right, so hope everyone is doing well. From Bulgaria, we got people watching from Bulgaria. Shout out to Lechezar. Hopefully I said that right. And then we got Oswaldo saying, hey, Dano Crypto, thanks for the amazing live. Can you look at ETH and BCH? All right, so yeah, we can check out ETH. Let's go into, and if you're wondering where I am, I'm the Ghost Dano. Basically, my camera, I don't know what happened. My camera usually syncs up easily, but it is not for some reason. I do not know why. But let's go into ETH. Let's see what ETH is doing right now. ETH is, I think, forming this pattern. It's going to be breaking up back into this support here, hitting where we had some resistance. We had this resistance here, but also two great areas of support right here. If you're looking at the charts, really great support at 2900, and also sitting at these levels right here at 20, at basically these two wicks right here, sitting at really, really great support. And I think, but Ethereum is primed. It's primed to explode. The ETF trading is going to start really propping up this price. I think that the MACD looks good. The RSI looks really good. I love that we're having kind of a reverse cross here. We're going to get a nice cross. I think blue. We got to have that blue line on the RSI here, the stochastic RSI. Cross here and have a nice momentum wave going to the upside. As you can see here, when we've had that from the last move, if we want to look and correlate this from the last move, pull this up a little bit so we can see it. Hold on just a second. Pull this up. And I want to show you guys where, like when we had these runs, 20% run up here to the upside, and then this one right here, almost another 15-20% to the upside here from the bottom. And if you're looking at the RSI, we're at a great level. We're at a great level of RSI, and we can, if we push up here from this level, get and honestly, I think this is a great bullish divergence. Then we can see. We can see some movements to the upside for sure, but we're moving sideways. Okay, so looking at the chat, I think that tomorrow Bitcoin will blow up, but still we'll see. Set some stop losses just in case. Yes, that's how I'm trading right now. Basically, I have some stop losses and take profit set on my trades that I currently have open. Let's see what's happening with the current trades. Let me make sure got everything. Okay. All right. So looking at the trades, we have a Doge trade, Metis trade, and Brett trade open. We put the Brett trade in motion because we saw some strength in Brett. We saw that at this last support, we actually went up up substantially. So we had this massive green candle and then this wick to the upside. So what we did is we put a trade in, and we set the take profit right at the top of this wick. So it secures that if the market is going to do that same thing and price just gets wicked up into that spot, then we're automatically going to scalp profits off of this Brett trade, and then we'll have it put in a stop loss at 0 and make it at break even, or not break, basically at 0. So then we're solidifying a 50% profit, or more than a 50% profit, taking out half the trade, and then seeing where the market will go from that point. But what's interesting is that, this market structure that's forming with these strong memes is whenever we start to see Ethereum and Bitcoin go up, we can kind of look and see which altcoins are going to go up the fastest and which ones get the fastest recovery and also the biggest moves when Ethereum starts to go up and Bitcoin starts to go up. So right now, I'm actually looking for Metis to do a really big run. We actually have got into a really, really nice position. The reason why we got into this position is because we saw the momentum on Metis forming really well. It's been, Metis has been doing really well in partnerships with Aave, providing liquidity. There's a lot of really bullish momentum in the ecosystem of Metis. So I think whenever we start to see the rest of the altcoin market run, Metis is going to be one of those that is just going to it's just going to start running, because basically that's what happened from the last point of basically where if we look at Metis on this chart, you want to look at the daily, and just this year we got up as high as $156. So, and this was with not like giant pumps to the upside. It was just a really actually nice price movement, price chart going up to the upside, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of sideways, pump up to that $158, and then we traded back down in a nice way. Not a major dump, no major pumps, but really nice chart. This is why I like the chart. I like the RSI. We got a green dot here on the Cypher B. Also, we have the MACD looking really bullish as well. So I am super, super bullish on Metis. And I think at these levels right here for a potential massive long trade, this is a 311% move to the upside. And I think we could even clear going back up to $80 or past $70 for Metis. That is 162% to the upside. That was the hype for the decentralized sequencer. Never trade with feelings. No, I know. Yeah, I'm totally kidding. I know people love to get angry when you start to make price predictions. I have a feeling that this is going to happen, but my feelings could be right. And guys, we could actually be trading. Like I said at 9:30 exactly, Bitcoin is going to start to pump. And sure enough, we're getting closer and closer to that time, and we're starting to pump. We're actually starting to look pretty good in terms of volume, actually. And also, I just had this feeling that the market was going to just start pumping while everyone was sleeping or not paying attention, or they're just like, the market's sideways, I'm not going to put in a trade. And then you're just like, and then you're sidelined. And so what I did is I said, you know what? I'm going to put in the trades. I haven't had any trades in a while. I've actually been kind of, I haven't had any positions in the market. And so I thought this was a good time to get back into the market and start to implement my strategy of what I was scalping profits off the daily of even $50 to $100 to $150, and then taking those profits and reinvesting them into the blue chips and the things that I like to hold long term. And so we are on operation, strategy implementation. So, all right, so Lechazar says the number one rule of trading: make peace with your losses so they wouldn't disturb your future. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so that's what, if you've watched this channel enough, or if you go back and watch any of our live streams and videos, we are as transparent as possible, and we try to tell you guys, when we have made mistakes, where we've round tripped a bag, or where we got liquidated because we didn't have a stop loss set, or we went in on we longed on resistance or something, just things that are going to happen to every single trader. Like if you're a trader, investor, and especially in the cryptocurrency markets, these things will happen to you, and it will strengthen it will strengthen you. It's just like when you go into train martial arts and you go into the dojo. And speaking of the dojo, you guys got to get into the Discord and make sure you are a part of the Discord. Join in and make yourselves known. And the easiest way is go into the Hangout and chat and introduce yourselves and chat amongst yourselves. And also post your best trade setups. If you have any trade setups that you think a particular coin is going to go a certain direction, like for instance, I posted this one. I said, look, I think Metis is due for a breakout. I think past going up into this level, the chart looks good, and so if you were to have gotten into a position at the price point of $32, we're currently now sitting at a price for Metis at $33.81. So make sure you guys are in the Discord. All right, how many people we have watching? Have we smashed the likes up? Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I don't know why my camera's not working. If you're wondering where I'm at, the camera is just not syncing up. I have no idea why. But you guys don't have to see. You guys don't have to see my dumb head. It's okay. We're just gonna go through the markets anyway. We press on. We press on. All right, so let's get to some of the news. We do want to point out the fact that the ticker Bitcoin crew has the best merch and the best jackets that are one of a kind. None of these jackets are probably ever going to exist besides what they have, and they look fantastic. The Secret Service never saw someone so dripped. I just love that. All right, so Alex Becker says the risk of not being positioned here going into a Trump win combined with the rate cuts is nuclear. And so we've been saying the same thing. We think with the rate cuts, with the supply running out, we got the supply shock. I mean, it's just a no-brainer at this point. I don't care if I lose every dime from here. The potential return from these lows and alts is once in a lifetime and worth the risk. The bet must be placed and held. Placed and held. Diamond hand swing, baby. Check it out. Let's freaking go. That's what we're talking about. We gotta implement the plan, implement the strategy. We've talked about the coins. You know the coins. You might have some different ones than what we've talked about, but I guarantee you are holding some of the ones that we have talked about because they are the obvious picks for this run going into Q1 2025, where we think is going to be the best place to take profits, and why we think that is the best place that you could be taking profits. And it's not financial advice, is just an observation. If you go and look at the Litecoin halvings on the weekly and the daily chart, pull up Litecoin and check out this chart. I want to show you guys this chart. We're going to collapse some of these. We got to make sure you can see this data, and we're going to maybe we'll full screen it. So then probably on the daily, so we can zoom in on it a little bit. Okay, let's do that. All right. Okay. Oh, and Render, yeah. So yeah, Render was doing really well. Render was a token that we were seeing on Morales Money like crazy on the Polygon blockchain, and so yeah, we got to keep Render on the radar too. We're actually probably will pull up Morales Money on this live stream so you guys can see exactly on chain what is happening on chain and what is trending in terms of the best moving altcoins right now. But we're looking at Litecoin. So looking at Litecoin has this oscillating indicator wave from previous bull markets. And now what happens is that every 4 years, Litecoin has seen this parabolic move to the upside. So it first started with that first halving. You go into that first parabolic run where Litecoin went up as high as $360, and then we went into a bear market. But what was interesting is that every time we went back and traded back into this range, we've traded back up into this right back into close to try and test the all-time highs, and then it consolidates back down into the purple box. So if you look here, goes into that bear market, and then you see the second halving, go into the second halving, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, give it from September, October, November, December, January, February, you start going here, and then you're just like, oh my gosh, it just took like an entire, basically almost an entire year. But once you hold and you hold on for dear life, then you start to get back up into the bull run phase after that halving, and it takes a little bit of time. It just takes a little bit. So this is where I am going to take profits for altcoins. I think that this is a perfect time to look at Litecoin and use Litecoin as your indicator of when you should be taking profits on your altcoins. Now, if this chart matches and lines up exactly like how it is right here, so if you look here, look, this is how you have to be in this market, is go through all of the ups and the downs and not sell until you know you've hit up in this range that Litecoin has traditionally, historically, have hit in previous bull markets. Bull market 17, bull market 21, 4-year cycle, Bitcoin halving, Litecoin halving. There you go. This is the easiest strategy that you can play right now and accumulate these strong altcoins. Maybe throw a couple speculative memes in there. For us, you know, it's PONKE, it's Brett, it's PEIPEI, it's pepe, it's Kendu Inu, Dogecoin. Those are our picks for our meme plays. And then, you know, we're bullish on Solana. You know, we're bullish on Litecoin. I mean, like, this is such an easy play. And even in terms of movement to like of percentage movements, like from the bottom here, if you were to catch it going into this range, that's a 478% move to the upside with Litecoin. And you can bet your ass that Litecoin will be around a little longer than some of these meme coins, these new meme coins that are coming out. It's just a fact. So put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me and think that is a good time frame and strategy to implement for this bull run, because I really think this is going to be the best way that you're going to make money and come out alive, and know that you got to take profits at these times. You know, it's crucial. It's what is going to help you survive and not round trip, and discover what is worth holding and not gambling on. And some of these things are going to become less and less of a gamble and less of a risk than others when the market starts to mature. And that is what I'm discovering and what I'm learning as I'm going through this process, going through this journey, learning about these markets, that there are key outliers in this space that we can scoop up before we start to basically blast off from the imminent supply shock that's going to happen with Bitcoin. Friday speech for, remind me what you're talking about. Which Friday speech? Friday speech of who? Is it something to do with the Fed? Is it something to do with the Fed? There is something on the charts here. What is it? Is it this? Oh, it's this speech. That speech. This speech. Every time freaking Chairpow speaks, man. All right, so yeah, guys, I really feel it. I feel the Litecoin pump coming. I mean, look at this Litecoin chart right now. It looks primed to just pump up to $100. It's looking really, really sweet. Okay, so let's actually look at the DXY. So if the dollar's going down, guys. By the way, I mean, if you don't see this chart, like, this chart is happening in real time of the dollar trending completely down back into the 98 region, which if it gets down to the 98 region and starts to consolidate back down like this and form what is basically this giant consolidation pattern to the downside, kind of looking almost like this. I mean, this is a little bit more exaggerated, but I think now you can just bet that it's going to start doing this and hit that line, and it could even go lower, could even hit down here. The dollar's at 94 strength, 98. We got all these countries going into BRICS, making deals with the BRICS currency. We have Tether. Where is that tweet? There's a tweet. Where did it go? It's about Tether. Where did it go? There it is. Tether to launch a stablecoin pegged to the UAE currency. So it's like every like opportunity that the market can take to get away from the US dollar, it's almost taking it. That's how it feels. That's how it feels nowadays. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a different kind of stream. My face isn't here. Let's see. Are you holding anything in 2026, or should I exit all crypto and start buying in 2027? That's a good question. That's a good question, because when I think about that a lot myself, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. No, but when I start to think to myself that it's Ghost Dano again. What's going on? But I started to think to myself, what would be worth holding in 2026? Well, I'd say Bitcoin. I'd say you probably could bet taking profits into Bitcoin and stable coins would be your best bet, and not selling out of everything. I mean, I feel like if you were to take profits, which this is exactly what we're doing. Like we said, we're going to take profits in, I think, the first couple of months of 2025, because I think after the election, we're going to see the true market like pumpamentals start to go through. You know, we're going to really start to see how this market and how Bitcoin's going to react to volatility around in the world and what's happening with everything, and the dollar being inflated to like mass amounts. So it's going to change the market structure for a lot of coins. I think the bear markets are probably going to be a little shorter. I think the bear markets for Bitcoin, of where you would buy and sell, are going to be a little less volatile, and also a little bit more unpredictable, of where we're going to see these mega runs where we start seeing supply crunches and Bitcoin being offered at massive premiums at a point where, you know, $90,000 is now completely out of the cards. You know, think about that. Think about when Bitcoin is going to be sitting at a baseline of $100,000 per coin, and you're never going to be able to get it cheaper than $90,000, because then that's now the established bottom. You have to start thinking about that, because you might also have to cope and start realizing that there might be a time where Solana doesn't get cheaper than where it's at right now. That might actually happen in market structure, where Solana goes to $1,000, then dips back down to like 300, and it just sustains at $300. That's how you have to start thinking about things. So to answer your question, you just have to play the game of taking profits, holding your bags, and knowing that Bitcoin's going to be the money. So if you're taking profits into Bitcoin, and you know Bitcoin's going to be the money, then you're still protecting yourself against inflation, even if Bitcoin dips 20%. Because at a point of it dips 20% and then it goes up another 100% after that, you still protected yourself against inflation and the debasing of the dollar. Do you get what I mean? Put a 1 in the chat if you get what I mean by that, because by figures and how much Bitcoin has been going up over time. So when you say take profits, what do you mean? Like 75% profits on alts? Yeah, like I mean, I would like so say for instance, you invested in Solana, and Solana goes to $1,000, and you have, you put $2,000, $3,000 in Solana. And you have $3,000 worth of Solana, and Solana goes to $1,000. Well, I would think you would want to maybe shave off 25, 30%. Maybe you would take your initial investment out and leave, maybe 25% of your bag. Just leave it. Don't touch it. And then you can see what happens with it. And then no matter what, you won't lose money, even if the thing ends up going right, going to zero or whatever it may be. So, and so if you're holding alts, like say you're holding Dogecoin goes to $1, and you bought it at 10 cents. That is a 600, between 600 and 1,000% move to the upside for Doge. So then you can say, okay, maybe I'll take my initial profit out, leave a bag, and then rotate it into whatever you think is going to be the solid hold of money against Dogecoin, which would be Bitcoin. And so we have to see how the next 5 years is going to go. Yes, we go down the next 5 years, and then you can say, well, what if BNB or what if Solana or what if, I don't know, Toncoin ends up implementing some kind of crazy like multinational deal with like payments apps or whatever, and then all of a sudden people start using Toncoin and using the Telegram app and just like really actually going 100% all in into Ton, and then Ton becomes like a top 4 coin. That could very well happen in the next 5 years, because we've seen these top 20 coins come and go in this list over the past 6-7 years. This list has changed up and switched up, and I mean, we never would have thought that something like Toncoin out of nowhere would just come up in the top 10, and also Dogecoin being in a top 10 coin, being a meme coin, and also the fact that Pepe, being what it is, the carrier of the meme space, is the top 25 in terms of market cap and actually has better trading volume in terms of 24-hour trading volume, better than literally 80% of the market. Literally 85 to 95% of the market against Pepe is outperforming it in terms of trading volume. So, I mean, you could literally still, going into this next cycle, buy a bunch of Pepe, buy a bunch of Litecoin. You could literally just buy Pepe and Litecoin and literally turn your computer off. That's how easy it could be. You could literally just say, I'm going to buy Pepe and Litecoin, and then buy some Bitcoin, or whenever I get massive profits in Litecoin and Pepe, I'll just take the profits into Bitcoin or take them into something else and maybe some stables, and then you could literally just call it a day. And that's if you believe that Bitcoin is going to be the money, but you don't have to believe it for it to actually become a thing, because it will be the money. We 100% believe this now. And sure enough, coming up to my price time of 9:30 and Bitcoin's pumping, just exactly like I said. So my feelings do matter. My feelings are validated. Whoever was saying that my feelings don't mean a thing, but look at Bitcoin as we speak. It's pumping. So I'm going to trust my feelings. I'm going to trust my feelings, bro, because I told you that the thing is, I'd feel like it was going to go over 61,000, getting close to 9 o'clock, and it might actually do so. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's see how the trades are doing on this particular platform. Okay, so looking pretty decent. So we got into the Bitcoin trade because of the fact of what we were feeling. And it's not just because of the feeling, but we saw the charts. We were looking at the charts. The charts are just primed for a move, and also a move where people on the East Coast are on the West. The Westerners are all about to go to sleep, and we're kind of getting ready for Friday. And then what happens is that, the market starts to pump, and we're not around to see it. But actually, you guys, you lucky ones, you're seeing the pump happen in real time. You're seeing the pump happen in real time. So let's go. All right, so Metis trade's looking good. We're going to keep this Metis trade open because we have a really nice area of taking profit. I think Metis is going to trade right up into that $50 range, and we're ready to take that profit right when it hits that range. We have a take profit set right there. We also on Brett, whenever the market starts to pump, and it's doing so right now, that we're going to see that candle wick, or even maybe another candle wick, or we just get a nice price movement going to the upside, hitting that 11-cent mark. So we have a take profit set right there. And then for Doge, we do not have a take profit set, but we do have some levels where we already hit a take profit. But if there's any level we want to watch for Doge to start trading back up into, it's that 12 cents and also that 14-cent area. So maybe in terms of the market just doing some interesting stuff, maybe we'll copy the price. We'll copy that price right here, and at 14 cents, a 14-cent Doge, and we'll add a take profit. Not taking all of the trade, we will take half the trade, which would get us a little couple clams here, and we'll do that. And yes, I agree, stay calm. Ethereum is the one that needs to pump, but it's not time yet. Damn, Grayscale slowing it. Yeah, it's interesting. It's so interesting that we haven't seen the major move to the upside for Ethereum like we'd want to, because I think it has been overshadowed by the movements of Bitcoin and all of the news with, just Bitcoin in general, just kind of dominating the market a little bit. But I think Ethereum is going to really surprise everyone and maybe even move up just like it did right here. Once we hit this really nice support level right here at 2,900, and we moved up, from both of these levels where we hit 2,900, we moved to the upside. So all we have to do is trade right back up into that range, and once we hit this range right here, we will be looking really sweet on Ethereum. And also, we know what happens when we get that Ethereum pump. The altcoins just go parabolic, and so we're really ready for that. I think that is going to be in the cards for a lot of these altcoins, and hopefully you guys are in some decent bags and you've been DCAing and stuff like that, and you are positioned well to go into this run, because I really think that right now it's looking good in terms of this market kind of trading up into testing these ranges again, with Bitcoin testing that 61, 62 area. If we can trade up past 62,000 literally like tonight, that would be absolutely amazing, because if we break this level, we start trading above on this Bollinger Band, because the Bollinger Band's been getting tight. We start trading above on this Bollinger Band. Oh, guys, we're going to crush this level right here at 62.7, and we could be in this range in no time. So, Stay Calm is asking, would you long ETH right now? Oh man. So I think if you're looking at a long position for ETH, I mean, it really is actually it's sitting at a decent level. I mean, if anything, I mean, any other level that we would go back down to would be the obvious, like the support levels that we have here. So 25.17, $2,517 is about is a sweet level. If you were wanting to say, okay, you think it's going to go there, you'd short, put a limit order in at this level, and that would be a sweet bounce to get us to the next level to test, which would be 27.85, and then the next level would be the 2,900. So I would say you know, you could long in between these areas. Probably, you know, this is your range here. This is your range. Nice. We got LeChezzer. I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, but sending the first super chat in a long time. Oh my gosh, it feels like ages since we've gotten a super chat. Sometimes Jason Casper will literally fly in like an angel out of nowhere on a random stream and just send us a super chat. It's happened before. I don't know if you guys have ever been in the stream to witness it yourselves, but it does indeed happen. Jason Casper does fly in like the Archangel Gabriel and just comes in and and just blesses us with the super chat. So thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the community. Glad you're here. But yeah, I think you know, ETH long trade in these levels, if you're not too high leveraged and you have a stop loss set at, you know, probably you'd say let's see here. Long position, maybe like right here. Set your stop right there. Got a nice take profit target right there, right here. Risk to reward ratio 1.9. See, I knew it. See, Jason Casper was gonna come. I knew he was just gonna come out of nowhere. If I even mentioned his name, his ears start burning. His chickens in the back start freaking out, and he's like, "Someone just mentioned my name," and then he comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I think if Bitcoin does pump it is all because of me. I'm gonna take credit for Bitcoin pumping tonight, because of a feeling. I got that feeling. But it's looking sweet though. I mean, why not? I mean, why not? Why not? Why not pump before the speech, before Powell speaks, to get some liquidity, to get some pumpage before he actually speaks, and then maybe we see a dump. I don't know. But I know what we will do. We will be smart and we will take profits. We will take some profits if the chart just starts to go up right here in this level. We'll still scalp profits off of our trades, and we'll still have stop losses set, and we'll have all the things in play to be able to survive on these runs. Because I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, the sideways market recently was chewing me up and spitting me out, and I ended up I stopped trading. I was like, I was getting wrecked. And so I just dipped out for a minute. I said, I gotta regroup. I have to assess something here. I need to see what am I doing? And you guys have to do that. And honestly, and speaking of Jason Casper is a perfect example of where he has a whole video explaining where he was experiencing this same thing. He was like, I was getting wrecked. I was not following my strategy and my plan. I deviated from the plan and the strategy and was making reckless moves based on quick emotions. And it ended up where he said, look, I need to reassess. I need to have a plan. I need to have a strategy. I need to actually write down where what I did on these trades. Like what were the three, did I have any actual more than 3 reasons of why I was even going to the trade to begin with that would have some confirmations, either 3 confirmations at least. But yeah, so just as an example, sometimes you have to reevaluate. You have to see what was working when you were implementing your strategy, and what was something that worked. You know, what worked and what wasn't working. So I've realized in my trading strategy what works, and I have noticed with my own trading strategy, I've been able to do some decent swing scalp longs, and with doing that, able to scalp profits off the market by doing my strategy of whenever I'm up 100%, I take 25-30% off. I set it at 0, and then I take those profits and reinvest into the market and buy my blue chips and things that I want to hold long term. It might be Bitcoin, it might be Ethereum. So what I did is I implemented that strategy yesterday and on the market, where I took some profits on both of my trades and was able to implement that strategy where I took that profit, I invested it into some Ethereum. I bought some Dogecoin. And what else did I buy? Bought a couple things. Oh, I think I bought some ORC. Yeah, I also bought some ORC. A little bit of Solana. And so I think this is a really good strategy, and it works for me. And I know it worked a couple months ago really well when the market was doing something. The market was at least giving us a direction, and so I was able to trade off that trend. And I think ultimately I experienced just sideways wreckage, like basically the sideways wreckage, and then this move to the downside. Even though we were expecting this move, we kind of got faked out a little bit. We're like, man, is it? Maybe it's not going to do it. Maybe it's not going to do it. But then it ended up going right to that spot, and the price just magnet to that area of previous support where we blasted off to all-time highs before the halving too, which has never happened traditionally. So very, very, very interesting market structure that's forming here with Bitcoin. And if you look at Bitcoin on the weekly, we're actually in a massive cup and handle pattern that if you look at the target, it breaks out to $120,000 per Bitcoin right here. $120,000 per Bitcoin, just like absolutely just astronomical moves for Bitcoin, I think, coming up here in the next couple months. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys agree. All right, let's go. Mr. Crypto says, Dano, press the BTC pump button. All right, let's go. Let's put the pump song on. Do we need the pump song? I think we do. Let's go. Let's pump it. And look what we were just talking about. Look what we were just talking about, guys. How Bitcoin all eyes on Bitcoin as the US dollar index hit 2024 lows. We were just talking about that. Yo. Dollar's going down, son. Dollar's going down, son. Better buy some Bitcoin. Dollar's going down, son. Yo, you just swinging Dixie. The dollar's going down, son. Buy some Bitcoin. Yo, you just swinging Dixie. The dollar's going down. Better buy some Bitcoin. Yo, you think it's swinging Dixie. Your dollar's going down, son. To buy some Bitcoin. Look at that candle. If you're a true degen, you always come back. You always come back. Guys, make sure you're using the links in the description. Make sure you guys scan that QR code if you want to donate to the channel. And also, if you scan the OURBIT code, they are running a trading competition right now. And you can win some fresh USDT for trading certain volume. And right now, we've actually earned $4 in USDT by trading. Am I watching the Harris speech? No, I'm not. I'm not watching the Harris speech. We could put it on. Is it happening right now? All your data's in the cloud. It's just floating up in the cloud. My name's Harris. Your data's just flowing all up in the cloud. All your data is just in the cloud. It's just floating up there, just taking a bow. It's just all up in the cloud. Your data just in the cloud. It's just up there, floating around in the cloud. Is the speech happening right now? It's happening right now. How many people do we have watching right now? How many people are watching? We have 13 people watching on x.com, and we have how many people watching on YouTube? 12 people watching on YouTube. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You guys, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you're watching on the TV, make sure you hit up, right, select. That is the Dano Crypto cheat code to hit the like button while you're watching on your fancy TV that is hanging above your fireplace. I know you have a freshly skinned bear rug that is on the floor that you're laying on currently while you're watching the channel. I want you guys to just stay calm, stay cool as a cucumber while we go through these times. I want you to remember that we literally were just calling for Bitcoin to pump up into 930. We said 930. We said 930 Bitcoin is going to be pumping up to $61,000. And if you look at this green candle, look at this nice green candle. We could be doing this. We could very well be doing this right now. We could be trading up into $62,000 tonight to front run the Fed's speech. We're sitting at 60,800. The fact that we are holding steady at 60,000 and basically holding the line. We're holding the line. I think we're going to be trading up into a really sweet level on the Bollinger Band if you're looking at the 4 hour. And man, thank God the power turned back on. My power was off for just maybe it was about an hour or so, and they were saying that the power was going to come back on around 9 o'clock. And I was like, no. I was like, I need the power to come back on earlier. I got to get the stream set. And so thank God the power came back on so I could witness this pump with you guys, and I could show you my feelings in real time live play out. He probably is. You know what he's probably doing? He's like, you know what, guys? Let's freaking put that money printer go burr right now. We need to print more money so then we can buy the BTC, and that's the only way that they could actually save the United States debt. And the dollar is probably by actually just printing more money. But I wonder how that really, because what it does is ultimately when you have government overspending, you basically have what is inflation. Government overspending is inflation. And so what that is going to do is basically Bitcoin is not going to be on sale anymore, and everything that is going to be a really, really valuable asset and hard commodity to hold in this world is going to be priced up substantially because the fact that the US dollar is the world reserve currency in global trade and what is now not as strong as it used to be per what the dollar index is showing us currently. And so what are you going to do about it? Well, I'd say if you haven't already heard, CZ Binance is out of prison and he's being moved to a halfway house where he's probably going to, he'll be a full release in September. And I asked CZ, I said, well, CZ, what are you buying? What are you buying, dog? What are you buying, CZ? I want to know what you're buying. I want to know what's in CZ's bags. Does he have Brett? Does he have PEIPEI? Does he have Pepe? What does he have? I want to know. All right, guys. I would love to see Bitcoin do the thing. Would love to see it do the thing. Will we see it live? Will we see it live? But we might just have to wait until we see the speech come. And maybe the market's going to front run the speech. And we know that it's going to be more hints to September rate cuts. And that could send the market into a frenzy, into a ultimate frenzy. All right. Let's see how the trades are doing, how the trades are looking. Trades are not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. I like the fact that we do have some of the stop losses. We have the stop losses set. We have take profits set. And we have the trades protected. So we feel good about those decisions. If you want to trade this market right now, I've been really liking OURBIT. Of course, we have BITFLEX as well. And if you want to go and just try out all those different exchanges, it helps directly support the channel. And I've been enjoying all of them so far. So we actually DCA'd a little bit into ORC. We got a little bit more ORC. We think the fact that this thing is under a $10 million market cap is a good spot for what this thing can do, coming up with another Solana run. And so we have DCA'd into that. Also, we've been keeping the eye on PONKE. We've also been keeping the eye on PEIPEI and Kendu Inu, with these coins being at basically the same market cap, $58 million market cap. And look at Kendu Inu. It's sitting at a $72 million market cap with a very similar looking chart. And also liquidity locked 1.4 mil. Really strong coins right now that we are following in terms of trading volume. And what we think is going to do the best in this run is Pepe, PEIPEI, Kendu Inu, Brett, and PONKE. Now, those are the ones in the meme sectors that we think are going to do very well. Very, very well. Our lower tier list would be going into things like ORC. And I don't know. I don't know if Kendu got their money back. Stay calm with us, and did Kendu get their money back? And I think it's still a developing story. So Kendu was scammed by BitGet in either what was a malicious link that BitGet was not aware of, or that their account itself was hacked, and the Kendu dev Miyazaki was scammed basically out of $100,000 maybe worth of Kendu that was maybe sent to the exchange as part of a listing deal. And so I'm curious. Let's see if that actually did develop into it being solved. Let's see. Kendu Inu BitGet. That's 17. No, that's, let me get the latest. 4 hours ago. There's someone else who impersonated BitGet. The team should be fine. The scammers. Okay. Oh, okay. So looks like that. Check the latest news. There's a new development in the matter pointing to a scammer impersonating BitGet. Well, would they create a profile or just 100? Let me see. Thanks for speaking out, blah, blah, blah. Getting scammed from an official BitGet account is unacceptable. See, basically, it seems from the outside that bad actors got control of BitGet Global X account and socially engineered Kindu Inu out of 100K. BitGet CEO was in the Kindu space last night for quite a while discussing this. Interesting. Gracie Chen. Gracie from BitGet here. We are aware of this and are investigating. We'll DM you for further more information. And yeah, I've never dealt with BitGet. I have not personally dealt with BitGet. So not sure. But yeah, it seems like it's getting resolved. I mean, that's been happening a lot. I mean, this had just happened, developed with McDonald's. You know, you have the McDonald's token, or this fake McDonald's token that was engineered on their Instagram. And so it ended up scamming people out of like basically $700,000 worth of Solana rug. And yeah, just stuff like that keeps happening a lot. And so what it's proven to me though is that people are so desperate to get a quick rich, you know, thing, and it's just like that's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. I know crypto Twitter likes to show you that in screenshots and Twitter and Telegram groups and stuff like that basically everyone is winning, and it's just like, get out of here with that BS, because that's not the case. It's the more or less the case is that there's like 85 to 90% of the people getting wrecked. And it's also mainly a lot of people, or there's more scams happening and more people getting scammed out of their money than people making, quote, the massive gains. The people that make the massive gains are the one who DCA and they hodl into the profit-taking areas of where the bull market is close to the top. They've DCA'd into these projects strong. They've DCA'd into the blue chips. They've DCA'd into the coins and the altcoins that everyone just says, oh, that's boring. That was from the last cycle. And you just tell those people to shut up, and you basically ignore them, and you can sign off of crypto Twitter and basically beat the entire market by not getting scammed. And you guys can do that. It's very well possible to do that. But I'm telling you the reality. The reality is that most people, when they come into crypto, they're thinking they're just gonna it's just like a get rich quick kind of thing. And yeah, it could be like that, but it's a very small percentage. DCA is the way if you're wanting to make sustainable, like low risk play to where you can just like get in and get out. Look like, just like I said before, by using Litecoin, you can literally use Litecoin. Go to Litecoin on the daily, look at and put on that indicator that shows you the halving. Draw your resistance support band right here, and then here is your profit taking area right here in 2025, around in this range between January and April of 2025, where Chainlink or where Litecoin is basically over $275 and $300. You probably you could think of, I could start DCAing out of here. And through all of this time, these market fluctuations, you gotta avoid the noise. You gotta avoid the next dog coin that's going to be thrown at you, or the next Pepe derivative of some whatever, just garbage. And that's what it is. That's the test. That's the real test. That's the ultimate test, is you have to basically avoid the garbage stain that can be crypto Twitter of all these stupid accounts that will push these projects that are brand new, that they're not going to stick and last the test of time through the quote price fluctuations or any early sell-offs and things like that. So no, I don't want to play that game. I'm not playing that game. Not playing the game. Yeah, and I have a feeling again with the feelings. I know, guys, you're just loving the feelings tonight. It's all about the feelings. Pepe is gonna get listed on Coinbase soon. Pepe is gonna get listed on Coinbase soon, and that is going to make like basically the meme market go on a tear. Like they're gonna list Pepe because Pepe has the best trading volume, like I said, out of like literally like any of like 80% of the market, the entire market right now. The trading volume 24-hour on Pepe is literally outpacing the entire market. It's the top 10 traded coin out of the entire freaking market, guys. Do you understand this? Do you understand what that means? What that memes. Do you understand what that memes, guys? Because I do. It means that you could still buy Pepe right now and you're outperforming the entire market. Do you understand that Pepe is by 24-hour trading volume is outpacing Doge, Matic, AVAX, Floki, Cardano, Litecoin, Ton, Coin, Chainlink, Aave. Oh, what? Aave's like a new logo. Interesting. Shiba Inu, Bitcoin Cash, Optimism, Thorchain, Sui, Polkadot. It's outperforming all of these coins. Look, compared to the trading volume with BONK, 104 million, it's garbage compared to Pepe. All right, we gotta see, is the market doing what we were thinking it was gonna do? Oh, let's see. Are we going to get a push to the 6? If we get rejected off the 618 again, I am going to scream, but it's okay. I think we'll all be screaming. But I have a good feeling, again, that we're gonna hit this squeezed Bollinger Band right here at the 618, and this is going to be such a sweet level to break through. If we break through here and we turn this freaking thing into some sweet support, because look at this green candle right here. Look at this green candle right here. We just need that volume, and we'll be looking sweet. We'll be looking real sweet right now. I'm loving how this chart looks. Really liking how this chart looks right now. I am really liking this chart. I think Pepe is going to be tradable on Coinbase before retail comes in. I think that is going to be the catalyst that brings retail in, because then they're going to go, what? Oh my God. Like Pepe, like all of a sudden, like Pepe is going to be the talk. It's going to be the talk again. And Pepe will end up surprising us all and going into the top 10. I really believe this. I don't want to be the person that has to cope with that fact. I want to be the person that's laughing, driving away in my green Lambo because I was trading on that narrative. And I didn't want to be the smartest guy in the room. You know, I want to be the most ironic, hilarious thing in the room where I tell people that I retired my entire family off a freaking frog. And off of something called ticker Bitcoin. Harry Potter, Sonic, Obama, 10 Inu. Like, how'd you gain all your success? Well, I invested in a frog called Pepe and Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu. And their eyes just like explode out of their head. Trying to manifest that future for my family and myself and that conversation. I think we all want to have that conversation. Don't even get me started with that. Jesus. I mean, it already probably is a coin. I'm not even going to say it. It's probably already a coin. It really, though, I'm telling you, yeah, Pepe will flip all memes. It is now becoming the obvious play for this run. It's becoming the obvious play for this run. You can't deny it anymore at this point. You can't deny it anymore at this point. Oh, all right, guys. I think at this point we have blabbed enough. I wanted to see if Bitcoin could get to $61,000 before we ended the live stream, so we could say we told you so, and we're so close. We're so close. I almost don't want to end it because I want to see it go to 61,000 because it could just start pumping right into it. It could just start pumping right into it. It's looking sweet. It's looking sweet. Maybe it needs a little motivation. Maybe it needs a little motivation. Maybe we need to get some we need to get that jam on. Let's go. Let's go. If you guys want to buy ticker Bitcoin, you can buy it on OURBIT spot. You just use my link in the description and you type in Bitcoin. One of the best websites in the space. See what's running on the reward center right now. Oh, and the trading competition. See how I'm doing in the trading competition. I'm currently ranked 228 out of 2,000 registered users. Not too bad. We'll see how that. We'll see how we end the. We'll see how we go in the end of the month. We'll see what place we're at. We're trying to get ranked in the top, at least the top 100, the top 50. I would love to see Brett just wick right up into that level of my take profit. I think there's a high chance it does that. Very high chance it just wicks. I don't know what that wick was even all about. This wick happened on all charts. But when you have a wick like that, you put a take profit on that wick. Because something was making it go there. And then we also have the take profit set on Metis, but it's up a little higher. It's way up here. We could lower it, probably have one set right here, but we might even add to the trade on these trades, add a little bit before we start to break out even more. Because we feel like Metis is really going to do well, so it'd be nice to catch a massive run on this trade. Would be nice, would be sweet. But all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for riding with the emotion. Let's see where is let's see what BTC is doing. Yeah, we were trying to get to 61,000 before the stream ended, but we're getting close. But I think it's 9:30, so we still have some time. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. All the people that are watching on all platforms, all the people that are watching on X, do appreciate you. If you could do me a favor, if you're watching on X, hit the heart and also share the stream, repost the stream. Also, if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Please hit the like button. And someone said, the Moon Show in the morning. No, I will not be on the Moon Show. It is Friday, so it's Crypto Kid Friday. But if they want me to come on, that would be cool. Maybe we can do a cool little panel or something to bring me on towards the end. We will see. But yeah, tune into the Moon Show tomorrow. They'll have the mighty Crypto Kid. And yeah, it'll be a good show. And then we are all going to be not streaming in the weekend, but we will be providing content through the weekend. And then we'll start the live streams up strong again on Monday. So remember, guys, we go live Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we really appreciate you guys for tuning in to this no camera live stream. I don't know why my camera never actually ended up syncing. So it's just been Ghost Dano for for this live stream. But appreciate you guys. At least you have a cool background to look at. At least you have an awesome BTC background to look at. And some decent charts. But until next time, Oh, someone has a quick question. Okay, before we go. So I have a question. What are the probabilities of a lower low before continuing the next leg up? There's a problem there. Okay. There's a good chance. There's a good chance. I mean, if anything, it would be at 56. You know, it'd be at 56,000 or 50 or 59,000 or 56,000 would be the next would be a low. But I think the fact that we've made higher lows from the bottom, that was it. I think that was it. Could be a good guesstimation, a good guesstimation, speculation. But I hope that answers your question. If anything, we would just establish. I don't know. We already established the low. We established higher lows. So I think we're on a good track record. We're on a good run. Oh, the bull market is not over, my friend. Gabriel, to answer your question in the best way possible, the bull market is going to go to 2025. That is where the bull market will start to top out, I believe, in Q1 2025. So we're not going to see a $38,000 Bitcoin or anything like that. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not in the cards. But all right, guys, I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.